Hey traders, welcome back. Shane from GMT Futures and FX. Just going to take you through one of our continuation 200 trades. Remember that what we're looking for in these setups is we're looking for an initial move above or below the 200 period moving average, and that has to come off a previous trend. So we had a previous long trend, and then we've got price moving down to the short side. That fails, and then we have a push back up to the long side. So this is a great opportunity for us to get a potential trade setup. So we have the run down. Now we have an initial move back above the long side. You can see it there. Then we have our pullback. Now our pullback hits that 200 period moving average, and you can see it there. And then what we're waiting for is we're waiting for the establishment of support here, and we need to see price trading above that support line. So we don't want to see too much of a break in support like we've seen here. That's not what we're after. We see that the support line kicks in at this vertical line, as you can see there on the 24th at 542, and then our entry cue for this trade is either a break of this previous pivot here, or we're looking for a break outside of the MACD-BB, which shows momentum and volume and volatility. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a break outside of the MACD-BB or a break above that that previous swing high. And you can see that occurs there. The ellipse I've just highlighted that there, and you can see that this is a great little trade on coffee because it takes off there. We get some nice bullish momentum. We get a pullback to that 50 period moving average, which is a nice little re-entry. I'm going to talk about that later in our crude oil setups, but that's a great little continuation trade there as well. Although for the example that we're looking at here, I'm just looking primarily at this long trade. Our exit on this long trade is going to be a predefined target, or we could use we could actually use our price channel as our exit, and you can see there that the exit would have been up around here at 163.50. We get out of that trade, but it's hit its predefined target there, so it's positive 3,000. Some of the traders that we have working within the group obviously going to have a trailing stop target. Others will have a preset target. So depending on how you're running your strategy on these continuation trades, will depend on what kind of profit you glean from that move. But 8 points there, nice on coffee, and that's a quick recap of what's happened there on coffee for the 25th. You can see there that there's a lot of movement and a lot of volatility on coffee at the moment, so plenty of opportunity setting up, and we get a nice little pushback to that 200 period again. So a couple of things that we noticed here as well was that price gave us a re-entry here on the 50. On the 200 it gave us another potential re-entry trade there, depending on what your tolerance is for breaking support. Remember that if you're going long, you're using support as your entry re-entry. Now for you to take a long trade using the continuation trader, you have a tolerance or a maximum run through of support that you're going to run. Now if that's more than say 5 or 10 points, then obviously that trade wouldn't set up for you in that situation, so you'd still be waiting. And remember that on the continuation trader you need to get close to or on the 200 period moving average for the trade to set up. But that's a quick recap of coffee. I hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to catching you on the next update. Cheers.